You're on 2AFM 103.9, all the hits with Jordan until 8 p.m. tonight. Now, I have a very special guest with me in the studio, one I've been very excited to bring in for a very long time. He's Port Macquarie's resident Punjabi singer. Please welcome to the studio, Dr. Singh, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Jordan.
Not a problem. Firstly, I'd like to congratulate you on your recent success with your singles Tanyan, One God, Ghani. They're all three are going very successful online, with most are over 100,000 views. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's good. Feels good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited, and I'd like to sort of convey the message of peace, and always in the songs I have got something valuable to say. It's normally my songs are not commercial, so I'm pretty happy that people still like the choice, and they like the message, and I receive very good comments about that. So it's my hobby to sing. So by profession I'm a medical doctor, so
Yeah.
I'd like to just convey the message, which I have a few things. So I love that.
Yeah.
It's my passion.
Okay, so where did you learn to sing? Where did all this music passion start?
I think it's basically, I think I was born artist.
Yeah.
So it's a natural voice, and my dad used to sing, but he used to sing just as a hobby, and so I grew up listening to his voice, and also the good singers I have in my life, which I fancy, and they were a very important part of my life. So it was just a way of life.
Okay.
So yeah, it's natural basically, but I haven't learned from anyone, just from home.
Wow, that's incredible, because you've got such an amazing voice. As Australia is becoming obviously more and more multicultural every year, which is fantastic. But have you found any difficulty producing multilingual music in a country where it's not too common, of course?
Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, I think you have to have a subject. Something stimulates you to do something like that. So I thought I was a doctor and pretty successful and have everything, and the success was there already. But I felt that there was still something missing, and so I felt lonely here because there was no community, Indian community or particularly Punjabi community. So I decided to talk to myself. So I decided what is good for me, what I would like to hear, and what are the things I can make a difference in the world. So those ideas were with me. So frustrated certain times that there was no basically spiritual feelings, and I felt that maybe our culture going to get lost, because so I thought I would really keep it alive by writing in my own language. And so I discussed that with my patient, and I translate into English, and they said, doctor, you have very good ideas, but they would like to hear it in English.
Okay.
So I sort of I wrote one in English, which is within 2 weeks I wrote lyrics, and within 2 weeks I recorded it, and now there's a video. It's One God. So this is my idea, to get the whole world together. So we shouldn't sort of separate. Religion should not separate us. It should really join us together, because we are all made by one maker,
Yes,
which is
of
one
course.
God. So, and so that's what I'm trying to say in that. And it's really, really good. And I think that's probably the second best video I have ever made.
Wow.
The first one was Gulami, which was also a love song. It was a beat song. And but One God is really, because it's all over the world, people can understand it.
Yeah.
It's easy. So within 2 weeks, there are about 300,000 views already.
Wow. That's incredible. So you're not originally from Australia, obviously. Was it difficult making that change from? Obviously, it's very different in Australia, the culture compared to where you're originally from.
Yes, I was born in India, North India,
Right.
called Punjab.
Yeah.
And I grew up there, and that's where I graduated and went to medical school and finished my degree. And then I migrated to Australia. So then I obviously went through the Australian Medical Council exams, and then did the post-graduation. and then I settled down here in Port Macquarie, which is obviously away from the culture. There was not many of my culture, so these songs are my company. So I don't feel alone anymore. I am actually linked back to Punjab from my North India, and also even India, and even the rest of the world actually. So I've got friends in America, they like my music, and Canada, and also UK. So I think this way I can sort of communicate with the rest of the world. And with the one word, one God, I think I probably would like that in the future also write something in English, because I think it's unfair if I mean, I like my language, and I'm good at my language. So it's Punjabi, my mother tongue. But then Hindi is my national language, which is Hindi. So I've recorded 2 songs in Hindi as well, and they're pretty good, and very good response. And the English one is really good, even if I don't seems to be singing very well in English, but I might have some coaching. I think I need some help. Maybe I'll ask you.
I've got nothing to offer. I'm just an admirer. But your style of music is quite contagious. It can really encourage someone to get up and dance. Some of these songs, such as Pio Putti Diari, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But it's really quite it's amazing to see what it does to people. I mean, I've been to quite a few parties where the music's playing and I just get tired with it, and I put on some of your music and it gets everybody excited. So do you think that you'd like to see it spread more across Australia? As its original form in Punjabi, would you like to see it spread out more?
It's a very good question actually. I think it's more language. There is style of singing in Punjabi, different style. I think I like it myself, and it's very contagious, as you mentioned. And also the moves, Punjabi moves are really very, very contagious. So the first time actually I experienced myself that there was, we went to cruising on the ship. There were about 2,000 guests and 1,000 or more than 1,000 workers. So they used to dance quite regularly every night. And when I started dancing, I was only one person in the 2,000 people, one person with a turban on. Right. So they will recognize me and they will recognize my move. So I was a hero. And all teenagers, all crowd, 400, 500 people will catch my move.
Yeah.
So it was a really extraordinary feeling. And even during the day when I go there and they say, they just salute and they follow me, say, asking me questions. So then I realized that there is something which I need to offer.
Yeah.
Because if they moves, they come naturally. I never learned from anywhere. We used to do a little bit in the college, but I was not really very good at it. I know they were better than me, so I had a little bit stiff body, but they still loved it. So that was the first time. So there's a catchy style of singing, and there's catchy style in the moves as well, like in dance, a different style. So I think it is already doing very well, because in Bollywood, and also maybe it will come more. I will try to do that. But my idea is not to make people dance actually, but if they can dance and at the same time I can convey my message. Message is the most important thing I want to say, because it's not for money. It's only because there's a lot of things in the world which we have taken it the wrong way. For example, we're separating from each other. So music should get everyone together. Absolutely. And we stay original who we are, but we take good things from other communities and leave our bad things behind. Yeah. So we just improve all the day, all the time. So that's I think it will do better in the future. I will continue. But I will keep that in mind that you like beats, so I would like to have some beats. There is one song, a beat song, which was Gulami.
Yeah.
That was very good love song. Yeah. And it's also a very good message.
So what do you think the main goal overall of your music career would be?
I think I'm pretty safe that I am full-time working as a medical doctor, and so I'm not really. It doesn't worry me whether my music do better or not, but I have the feeling that there's certain things I need to convey, and there would be more audience I will generate, and then they will follow me, and I will learn from them, and their advices, and so I will. So I think I have my own company, which is called identity, and so it's the same name. Identity is a really good thing. You have to have your identity. If you forget your sorry, if you forget your identity, then you probably seems to have a faint future. You need to have your roots. You need to have encouragement from your roots, and then you can really, if you are comfortable within yourself, then you are comfortable with everyone else you will meet. So I would like to be comfortable with myself, and then I feel more ease with other people I meet. So and that conveys through my music. So I think I'm very excited whatever I'm doing. So where the music is going to take me, it only depends upon God.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you told me a little earlier that you've recorded quite a number of songs this last year, and so have you got many others planned? Have you got any albums or concerts, anything planned in the future?
Yes, I have recorded, as I mentioned before, about 40 audios,
40,
and
wow,
I have
that's
released
incredible.
them this year, 40
Yeah.
audios, and out of them they are mostly are Punjabi, but 2 are Hindi and 1 English.
Wow.
So, and I have more, I write my own music, and so I have another maybe 10 or 20 this year record again. But the most I will concentrate on the videos, because people really don't want to just listen to the music. They want to see also. So to convey the message through videos. So that's I will continue to do that. It's not because I'm too isolated in Port Macquarie. Not many facilities I get to. I don't have band here. Don't have anyone to practice with. So what I just sit in the car and just write music and just make a little bit of tune. And whenever I go to Melbourne or India, I record about 10 audios at the same sitting.
Wow, okay.
So that's what I've done. So.
Dr. Singh, thank you so much for coming in. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here at 2AFM. All the best for the future.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Thank you. All the best.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Sure, thank you.
Stop the video.